Even though she knew there would be many political difficulties in her marriage to Jordanian King Hussein, Lisa still let love, optimism and idealism overcome her fears. She agreed 18 days after receiving the proposal, embraced Islam and was named Noor by Hussein, meaning light. Noor was the most beloved wife of King Hussein of Jordan. She has no royal background and was born and raised in America. But this did not prevent her from becoming Queen of Jordan. After her husband's death, she disappeared from Jordanian royal life. Why did she have to leave the country? And where is she now? Follow along to learn this woman's incredible story. Surely you will be moved when meeting a rustic queen, escorted by a female waitress in normal clothes and a skinny assistant. Former Queen Noor of Jordan never appeared with a crown on her head, but she also did not wear makeup or veil to hide her face. At 54 years old, she stands an impressive 1.83 meters tall, enough to testify to a story that Queen Elizabeth of England, when visiting Jordan, avoided standing next to her for fear of being out of proportion. Body. Looking at former Queen Noor today, it's hard to imagine her past girlhood, shy, clumsy, less confident. It's hard for you to imagine that this noble and elegant woman with a soft voice could talk so enthusiastically and passionately about her late husband, King Hussein of Jordan. It is the romance of a 21-year marriage, and although he died of cancer in 1999, her daily life is still sustained by memories of his fidelity and optimism. Grandfather. She finished writing a book titled Memories of an Unexpected Life, in which he is the main character. It is also a memoir that describes in detail and honestly about her life from the time she was born as Lisa Najib Halabi in America until the last days of Hussein's life, although at times it was judged to be a bit praising the king. Hussein acted as the protector of security in a country where an unstable monarchy could lead to a socio-economic crisis. Lisa Halabi is a beautiful blonde girl, carefully educated at Concord Institute in Massachusetts. After being introduced by her father, Mr. Najib Halabi, an airline manager, Lisa Halabi met King Hussein in 1976 while she was an architectural planner for Amman International Airport. 2 years later, they started dating, watching videos, riding motorbikes, listening to ABBA music, wandering around the palace. Hussein always smiles and is very funny. It's hard not to love a man like that. When King Hussein of Jordan married a young American student, Lisa Najib Halabi, in 1978, no one believed the union would last. At that time, the king was 43 years old and his wife was 27 years old. Lisa wore a modest white dress for the wedding, looking much younger than her years. The king seemed much older than her. He actually has more life experience. There have been 3 failed marriages. This is the 4th wedding. Has he finally found that person? People are skeptical about this relationship. The couple not only has a significant age difference but also in origin. Lisa was not of royal origin. She was born and raised in America. As for King Hussein, he has ruled the country since he was 16 years old. He came from the great Hashemite dynasty and was also considered a descendant of the Prophet Muhammad. How can such different people stay together for a long time? It's hard to believe this sweet American girl could become a real queen. However, this marriage became the longest marriage in the king's life. Lisa is a shy and quiet girl, so much so that her mother once took her to psychotherapy, but it still didn't work. Until now, Lisa still thinks that she is an incomplete person, needs to live and work better every day. Every passing moment must be used usefully. Meanwhile, King Hussein had just lost his 3rd wife Alia in a plane crash in 1977. He had 3 young children ranging in age from 2 to 5. There were also 5 older children living with his 2 previous wives. He is Dina and Muna. Even though she knew there would be political difficulties in this marriage, she was an American among Jordanians. Lisa let love, optimism, and idealism overcome her fears. She agreed 18 days after receiving the proposal, embraced Islam and was named Noor by Hussein, meaning light. As the leader of an autocratic, impoverished country with no oil and close proximity to Israel, King Hussein knew it would be easy to be drawn into the unforgiving violence of the Middle East. He himself survived many assassination attempts. At the age of 16, he witnessed his father, King Abdullah, being killed. The assassin stepped out from behind a column in a mosque in Jerusalem, pointed his gun and shot straight at the old king, then turned to Hussein. But he was lucky to escape death because the bullet missed the locket that his father insisted he always wear with him. King Hussein was forced to wear a gun, hire the most elite bodyguards in the world, and live behind bulletproof glass, and so did Queen Noor. After a long struggle with cancer that began in 1992, King Hussein passed away in 1999. He dedicated his life to peaceful initiatives. In 1998, his efforts were rewarded with a nomination for the Nobel Peace Prize. He lost the West Bank and Jerusalem to Israel in the Six-Day War in 1967. But he is also a truly beloved Arab leader, and that is a rarity in a region where this happens. Conflict. While King Hussein lay dying at the Mayo Clinic in America, the issue of who would be the heir caused the wives to wield their claws to claim rights for their children. Crown Prince Hassan, the king's younger brother, was the designated heir in 1965, but was replaced at the last minute by Prince Abdullah, commander-in-chief of the Jordanian Army Special Forces, the eldest son of Jordan. British Queen Muna divorced King Hussein in 1972. Because she is the stepmother of Crown Prince Abdullah, Noor cannot be considered Jordan's national mother. The person currently playing this role is Queen Mother Muna Al Hussein. Former Queen Noor's current life is divided between Jordan, England, and America. She is enthusiastic about organizations and charity work, aiming at peaceful goals and bringing a good life to everyone, especially women, children, patients, and the destitute.